Good morning, kids. How's everybody doing? Have you got your coffee? I've got mine. I'm ready to go. Welcome to another The Abyss AM edition. I am, of course, your host, The Eternal Abyss. I hope everybody had a good night. We had a fun stream last night in our weekly Thursday stream. Excuse the noise, I'm plugging stuff in here because I don't want my phone to die while I am on stream. There we go. And we're now here for our Friday edition. Quick announcements before we start anything. There we go. Just plugging stuff in, charging devices, because now it seems like everything that you get is a frickin' device that frickin' has a USB cable and it needs a frickin' frickin' charge all the time. So ain't that lovely? Hey, hello people on YouTube. Hello Tom Z. How you doing on YouTube? Hello to anybody on D Live. Hello to anybody on Periscope. Yep, that's one platform I'm streaming on. And hello to everybody on, of course, Bitwave. Hello, hello, hello. As I was saying, quick announcement. Due to like some business stuff and such, hurry open Twinkie voice? What? I don't understand what you're talking about. Is my thing open here? Yes, now it's open. Okay. Just opening my cap here for my coffee. I got my coffee ready, as I mentioned. I hope you have yours. Quick announcement: due to some work and business stuff, etc., etc. Not to go into the whole sort of details of the affair, but next week, I will be out of town. So basically, for the whole week, there's probably not going to be any stream. We're gonna take a forced vacation because I can't bring all my streaming setup with me on the road and where I'm going. It wouldn't be an ideal place for me to continue doing my stream for now. So just for the week, there will probably be no stream, and we will resume on the 17th. So keep that in mind, kids. Put that in your calendars. I just have to do one quick thing here. My little social media whirlwind of just posting the stream. Oh wait, I gotta put this up on a tab because Joe Biden, Joe Biden is backpedaling big time and trying to clarify what he said because for those that may have lived under a rock, but Joe Biden essentially said that all black people look the same and are the same. But there's no diversity amongst African Americans. That there is a lot of diversity amongst Latinos. So, yeah. Yeah, so I haven't read his clarification tweet. I know he also made like I think they made him do a video. I don't know. I haven't gone. This just came up to me, so I don't know exactly all the details just yet. But like I said, I gotta do a little bit of maintenance and excuse the sniffles, sinuses, allergies. It sucks. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, let me go to my profile real quick, and I just got to take care of stuff. Wow, I am just hemorrhaging followers. Jeez Louise. I just lost nearly 20 followers within the span of 12 hours. And not even. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's Twitter for you, you know. Ridiculous. But it is what it is, I guess. Because Twitter is just... They don't care about their users. They don't care about being even-handed and fair. And they're just... They just are what they are, seems. Post that. So yes, so Joe Biden, wow. He clarified saying, earlier today I made some comments about diversity in the African American and Latino communities that I want to clarify. In no way did I mean to suggest the African American community is a monolith. Not by identity, not on issues, not at all. Throughout my career, I've witnessed a diversity of thought, background, and sentiment within the African American community. It's this diversity that makes our workplaces, communities, and country a better place. My commitment to you is this. I will always listen. I will never stop fighting for the African American community. I will never stop fighting for a more equitable future. That's right, illustrator. Sorry, colors, you're very diverse. Yeah, basically he just did a 180 on his whole statement. He did a complete 180 on his whole statement. Just my own work stuff is, you know, if you're asking for clarification, what business stuff, such. Just that. Somebody on his campaign must have made that because that's not his normal language. So someone must have really, really did type that up really quickly for him. Sounds like Biden is the head of Trump's re-election campaign. Yeah, seems like it. Oh boy. I mean, if anything else, one thing I do have to say about this election and last election, it's just wildly entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. It just really is. It's just funny. It's just really, really funny, like how incredibly insane it is. The stuff that he's saying and the stuff that they're trying to like protect him. And imagine thinking diversity is 5 shades of brown. Yeah, you know, I mean, see, it's... I've never quite, honestly, you know, I'm not gonna go off on a big rant about this because I don't want to derail the stream so early on, and I haven't even had a sip of my coffee. But one thing that I do want to say is like this whole concept of a racial diversity being the end all be all of like perfection is, to me, like such a misguided concept. 50 Shades of Grey Matter starring Joe Biden. Nice, bravo. Yeah, maybe. No, it's just like to me, it's this weird concept of that your skin color or your gender or what genitalia you have somehow magically endows you with experience and intelligence and what you can contribute to something. And it's like, well, sure, like your background matters. It's not like your background and your experience doesn't matter, but to say that that is everything and that brings like to a company, for example, it's not a matter of just, oh, I happen to be Latino or I happen to be of some background that somehow magically endows me with experience in the field that I'm working in, for example. Things of that nature. And there's plenty of examples also of homogeny where, like in Northern European countries, like in Norway and Sweden, well, before Sweden turn into a garbage heap with all the stuff that they're doing. But in terms of like the economy, their businesses, all that kind of stuff, they were doing great. So there's a lot of factors and diversity. I mean, having different people on a board, for example, it's like, well, it's not like it hurts, but if you think that just because you have this perfect percentile ratio on your board in a business of all these different races, ethnicities, genders, etc. If you think that just having a magic percentile is gonna all of a sudden make your like board meetings perfect and your business is gonna be perfect, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Illustrator on Bitwave is saying diversity is a ticking time bomb of imagined offense. In a way, in some cases, it absolutely is. I mean, I've witnessed it myself. Because the other problem is like when you have a disparity, which in most businesses you do, because no, there's very few businesses actually that have this perfect ratio that they want to that's touted sometimes. Um, it doesn't it doesn't it doesn't always produce good dialogue because they end up focusing so much on the fact that they don't have this perfect ratio, they don't have quote representation, that they end up trying to address it, and there's never really a good way. I am still pro Trump. Yes, they're asking in chat here, is Eternal still pro Trump? And do you think he has done a good job? Well, I think in spite of everything, I think he's done a decent job. I wouldn't call it an A+ job, no. Um, I think that there were certain balls that were dropped. I think that certain things could have been handled better. I think certain things could have been said a little better. But overall, I think in spite of the media absolutely being against him and him being in a situation of damned if you do, damned if you don't in terms of what he says, I think he and on top of the Democrats, um, just being not only obstructionist but downright, anti-American in their behaviors. I would say that Trump has actually managed to do a damn decent job. In fact, one thing that I would want to bring up is, for example, what's in the news today is the jobs numbers. It seems like that we've exceeded expectations when it comes to the job numbers. So we got good job numbers today that came out. Let's see. I saw this in the actual number. Oh, actually, hold on. I retweeted it, so it should be right here in my own thing. Oh no, I didn't retweet it. I put it on my phone. Now I remember. See, I haven't had much coffee this morning, so I'm a little slow on the uptake here. Let's see. Let's see. Where is my? Here we go. This is the number. So, our U.S. jobs rise by 1.763 million in July versus the 1.48 millions expected. Unemployment rate is 10.2. So our numbers are actually exceeding the expectations. Because sorry, just reading some other numbers here. The economists had expected 1.6 and the unemployment rate of 10.5. So our unemployment rate actually is lower, and our jobs creation numbers are actually higher. Despite COVID, despite Democrats not getting on board and trying to get this situation resolved, despite everything. That's what I mean. Oh no, the Democrats, they would much rather see our country sink. They would much rather see people suffer than actually help and work with Trump. I mean, they made it very clear from the beginning they had no intentions of working with Trump in any shape, way, or form. Even Republicans. And then this is the thing too that I find laughable about when people talk about the job numbers. Actually, I see a lot of people talking about this online, where they say, "Oh, our economy, Trump ruined our economy." And if the economy is like 10%, if the unemployment is 10% at election time, Trump is finished. Let me just make something very clear to the people that are really dumb and say stuff like that. It is excruciatingly clear to anybody with a brain that this was not a natural occurrence. This is not a natural economic recession or depression. I did not see that fear and loading. Holy crap, are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a moment. It is excruciatingly clear that this is not something that just naturally occurred, like we had the bubbles that burst and we had other factors that created a giant recession under W. Bush, and we had a piss poor recovery during the Obama administration. This was something that happened because we intentionally closed down the economy. Some more so than probably required. Some governors, some states. So anyone who claims that the economic numbers are going to really have an effect on the election, it will not. I kind of promise you it will not. I don't think the economic numbers are really going to be a factor this time around, because the whole COVID thing is what is going on here. And the thing is this, between like June, we had 4.8 million jobs created. So in spite of all this, I've mentioned this before in other streams, you have this burning ember of an economy that's ready to roar, and it's just being intentionally held down, especially by Democrat states, by blue states, by Democrat-run states, especially New York, especially Michigan, especially California. They're really, really making things harder and harder and harder to open and bring the economy back up. And this is intentional. I hate to think in a conspiratorial manner. I hate to think in that fashion. But I mean, what other possible explanation can you even think about it? I know some people are gonna say, well, it's just because of the COVID thing. They want to keep people safe. They don't want people to get sick and die, whatever. Fine. I could believe you if they weren't preventing medicine from going to people. I could believe you if they weren't contrarian to everything that Trump says. He says something, they want to do the opposite. I would believe you if they wouldn't put COVID patients in nursing homes. There's too much that that Cuomo, for example, or Whitmer or Newsom have done that go counter to a narrative of they're just trying to keep people safe and healthy and they don't want people to die. And we talked about this in the stream yesterday, where I was saying that people, I'm perfectly okay with trying to keep the more vulnerable population doing remote work, making changes to buildings and schools to accommodate for that. But there's a good portion of the population that aren't really at a risk. There's a good portion of the population that could go back to school, could go back to work. Our economy could be opening up more and more. And this whole phasing that they're doing, to me, in my opinion, they're doing it all wrong. But let's take a quick pause here because I actually need to run in a different room and grab some Kleenex because, like I said, I'm having some sinus issues. So, stand by and let me just do something here. Enjoy, I don't know. I'm gonna just put some, I'm gonna put this up here, the little pre-roll here. So, I'll be right back. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. That's, sinuses. It's something I'm constantly dealing with. It's such a pain in the butt. Having a sip of my coffee here. Oh, yes. Coffee helps. Coffee makes everything better. When it's good coffee. Bad coffee makes everything worse. So I just got this this latest and breaking news from Freer and Loading from Bitwave here. It seems that Twitter is blocking videos from BitChute. Well. That's on par with this whole Gestapo tactics and censorship that Twitter is doing. That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me in the least. So they've done this with other platforms too, haven't they? I mean, they've done this with I think they blocked Zero Hedge links, and they block there was a couple other ones out there that they block. I can't recall. I'm actually surprised that they don't block, like, if people try and post a link from Gab. I'm actually shocked that they don't do that. Well, I mean, I think because they're a direct competitor, they can't. Because that would be like antitrust, if I'm not mistaken. Video is different. I think Gab was working on a video platform, weren't they? I think they were. I don't remember at what point that is. So, I don't know. I think we talked about this many a time about how censorious Twitter is, and they're ridiculous. Hey Zero, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, no, Twitter is definitely screwing around with BitChute. BitChute bans comments and videos. Really? Like what kind of comments and videos? I wasn't aware of that. I don't really get a lot of comments on my videos, and I'm way behind on my archiving, which, maybe this week would be a good opportunity for me to catch up. Since I will have some downtime, but I won't be able to like stream or anything like that. I mean, uploading isn't the issue for me. I mean, I could do that if I just sit down and actually dedicate some time to it. The issue is that I do graphics for everything, and that's the thing that takes up time. And it really slows down the process. So I don't know. I'll figure that out eventually. I mean, BitChute by far, for me at least, even if they may ban some comments and videos, I mean, every platform is going to have a terms of service. So there's always going to be some stuff where you're not going to have an absolute open platform where you're going to be able to post and say anything you want. Wow, that's what it says, Illustrator. It says we can't complete this request because the link has been identified by Twitter or our partners as being potentially harmful. Yeah, I'm sure. There's nothing harmful about BitChute. BitChute as a platform does not have any kind of malicious software or anything like that. It may have a bunch of assholes on there that say stuff. But beyond that, no, there's nothing. There's nothing there. It's stupid. Speaking of which, so how about some shameless self-promotion? Go on there, follow me, subscribe, go on BitChute, and on the other video platforms. Catboy Cammy uploaded his blackface Omegle video that got 3,000 views in first day. BitChute removed it, but kept the interface thumbnail and claims that no one was seeding it. The whole seeding peer-to-peer interface doesn't work, and it's just a lie so they can remove vids without calling it censorship. I was not aware of that. I don't see the point of doing a blackface video and posting it somewhere. I think that's stupid. But I don't know. See, I just don't really know that much about BitChute and its how its platform, works. Do I seed any of my vids on BitChute? I don't even know how to do that. If it's something that it happens in the background, I have no idea. I thought that was how just the platform was built. It was kind of like a peer-to-peer thing. Like a decentralized thing. That's what I understood. I mean, besides that, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what that is about. Our partners, yeah, the SPLC. Anybody who listens to the SPLC as any sort of authority, they need to get their brains checked. I think that I don't know how the seeding works though. Well, I've never looked into BitChute's. I never looked into BitChute's platform. Like, all I know about BitChute is that it is more decentralized, and they use BitTorrent technology to distribute and share like the videos on their platform. But that's all I know. My dashboard doesn't give me any sort of like if I go there right now. Actually, let me take a look. I could go in and log in right now. Why does the theme always default to light? Give me my theme. Don't annoy me. Wowza, I'm that far behind. Okay, yeah, I really need to get cracking on the streaming here. Anyway, excuse me. Probably the platform itself. The servers are probably seeding. Yeah, as soon as you upload something, it automatically seeds. But it doesn't show me that what I'm saying is it's like if you look at a BitTorrent application, it tells you seeders versus leechers usually. It shows you like what's going on there. Here, I have no way of seeing that. I have no idea. All I can do is see views on my videos. Like, I have one video that has 52 views. I have one video that has 45, 69, 77, 74, 87, 98. So, I mean, and this is the challenge too that I've found is like if someone is looking for just a platform to share videos. No, it's not like a pure decentralized platform to my understanding. I think it's like it's sort of decentralized because it runs off of BitTorrent. Like I would need to look into. They probably talk about how that works. But they have community guidelines. They have terms of service, terms and conditions, things of that nature. Wait, what's this that you're sending the screenshot? So let's see. Someone sends an email to BitChute. Oh, the text is so small. Remember, kids, I'm a boomer. I need large text. So your account has been blocked by some countries. This is at the request of those countries for which they have to comply. Really? Really? So countries can say they don't want to be like if I say something negative about China, China can request BitChute to take the video down, and BitChute will comply. Well, then the question is this. Hey, Mark Pugner, by the way. So then the question is this: what platform is there that would be better? A drug addict? No, I'm not a drug addict. I don't do drugs. What are you talking about, Zero? Are those pills in the bag on the right of the screen? Pills in the bag of the right of my screen? No. On the right of my screen. Do you mean the tip jar? That's a tip jar. If you donate, or subscribe to YouTube, you'll see like little things coming down on there. Like those aren't pills. What are you talking about? Shit. BitChute is powered by even shittier tech than Bitwave. No love for Dispatch. No, but I mean, like, seriously though, if I wanted to archive all my videos and put them on a platform that has a large user base, that's an alternative to YouTube. Too hot for Papua New Guinea. Yep, that's right. No, I mean, if what platform is out there then? Like I said, I heard that Gab was doing something. Yeah, but Library doesn't work for me because there's that they have a limitation of file size. So if I do a long stream, it will not archive over. Hey, Runer, welcome to the stream. Archive.org. Library.tv, that doesn't unfortunately work. Listen. I'm not gonna write an FFmpeg to auto split. I mean, if OBS doesn't do it for me, and I don't have a staff, I don't have production here. Can OBS do that automatically? Does it? Oh, well, there you go then. Maybe I should do that. But I'm gonna have to archive a whole slew of stuff back onto. It's gonna be all so out of order. That's the thing. Oh goodness. I need a secretary. Yeah, I need a personal assistant. No, it doesn't work. The only reason why I say it doesn't work is Library is actually a very interesting platform. When I first discovered it, I thought it was really cool. I like the fact that it automatically archives from YouTube. And I like that. Yeah, and I like the fact that it's decentralized. I do. I like that as well. It's just that the archiving from YouTube, I would have to disable that and just archive everything manually. Because right now, the way it's set up in a way that it's supposed to archive automatically from YouTube over. And if I go over 1 gigabyte in size, it's not going to archive it. I have a lot of missing files in Library for that reason, because it won't archive things that are like my really longer streams. Yeah, I would have to do work, and unfortunately, this is a one-man operation. I mean, hey, Dispatch, if you want to do that work for me, be my guest. No, I'm saying it doesn't work for me. I'm not saying that the platform is broken. I'm saying it just doesn't work for me from what I understood and how it worked. The absolute state of abyss is low effort. I'm a very busy man. I'm sorry. This is something that I do on the side that I enjoy doing. It's not something that I mean, if I did this full time, if this was my full-time job, I would dedicate all the production in the world to it. That's what I said, Dispatch. The platform does not work for me. I am not saying that the platform is broken. Well, Troll YCHL, I mean, he's criticizing me. So if he's saying, you know, I should just do this stuff, then he can do it. How much effort is it to upload a MP4? Effort enough, because there's a lot of extra stuff that needs to be done on top of it. That's not what your platform could do for you, but what you could do for your platform. Well, the point is this. I have no problem with the library. I actually think like I said, I think it's a great platform. I personally was not aware of the size limitation. I thought that it would just archive directly everything from YouTube over. Once I discovered the size limitation, that meant that for me, I have to go in and upload everything to that platform now, which I have already been doing with BitChute, and I'm way behind on BitChute. The eternal procrastinator. You ain't kidding, buddy. Yo, welcome to the stream. Anyway, since we've derailed so much on the stream, hey, Mom Patch. Yes, thank you. Someone that is finally on my side. Thank you, Mom Patch. Stop yelling at me. I don't need to write scripts. I don't need to write scripts. If OBS already splits, how much extra effort? Well, it really depends on the video. If I happen to do a very long stream, which happens every once in a while, I may end up needing to split the video into 3 parts and then upload each part, put in all the metadata, titling, description, tags. It's not hard work. It's just time consuming. That's all. Oh, it missed a good amount, Fear. It really missed a good amount. Actually, you know what? I can go there and I can tell you, like, anything that's above 1 gigabyte, it just skips it. So there's periods of uploads where, you know, according to the date, you have a good swath of videos that are all in order, and then it just you have 2 or 3 that are missing, and then it comes back. Because of the size limitation, Dispatch. There's a 1 gigabyte size limit. If this video is larger than 1 gigabyte, I cannot upload the entire thing as one single file. Biden works without a script. Look how well that's working for him. I know, right? Yes, there is. On library, there is a 1 gigabyte limit. Wait, on manual uploads, there's no limit? So wait a minute. So the limit that library has is from... Oh! Okay, I stand corrected. Okay. I was not aware of that. Okay. Well, in that case, No. Hey, Stalker Jew, I get it. I had misunderstood. I didn't know that there was a difference. See, and that's the problem that I have with this platform. It's not clear. I was not aware of that. Yeah. No. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna start uploading my videos to library, because I had taken a pause on that in terms of like doing any sort of manual stuff, because I didn't know if I could with anything larger than 1 gigabyte. Now that I know, thank you. No, I'll definitely start doubling my efforts on that. Just don't what? I didn't say anything to Runer. I don't do GitHub. GitHub is a garbage platform. I don't do it. So no, I didn't read that. And they should just say so on the platform itself. Why do I need to go off to some other platform? Well, listen, Dispatch. I was not aware. I am now, and that's that. Simple. So you could cool your jets, man. GitHub, yeah. I mean, they don't listen. If a platform like GitHub does not want to use the technical terminology of master slave because they're too woke, they're a garbage platform. Simple. And the fact that you use GitHub, yeah, I mean that makes me question you, Dispatch. I'm sorry. I'm like Tim the Toolman Taylor. I don't read freaking manuals. You don't need manuals. No, I'm kidding. I was just listen, and the information that they provide you on the platform when you're navigating around, uploading, doing stuff, I didn't see that clarification that manual uploads have no limit while YouTube Sync does. Which now begs the question. Because all I did was experiment with this platform. I never really dug deep into it. Because first of all, when I got on it, they didn't even have a web version of it. You had to go to the app. You had to download the app and use the app. You couldn't even access everything via a browser. And then on top of that, all I did was like, well, you can sync this to YouTube. I'm going to sync it. I should have read it. You're right. I should have read the fine print. And next time I'm going to do more research. Next time, if there's another platform that comes up, I'm going to try and read the specifications on it. And yeah, I will. Okay, Zero. Settle down. I'll read the print. Jeez, you guys are really up in my business today. Oh, it's in there. Frequently asked questions. That's a lot of text, though. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm okay. Moving on. We're supposed to talk about news and caffeine here. Let's not get off track too much. Come on. Yeah, I use Twitter. Yeah, and you know, honestly, yeah, but Twitter. This is the thing about Twitter, though. Twitter doesn't use those terms, but their whole platform is not based on code and hardware, like how hardware does. Today's episode of The Eternal Abuse is sponsored by, yeah, right. I know, right? Illustrator, jeez. Chad is being like very aggressive today. I think maybe we should stop the caffeine and just do the news in the morning. Well, no, listen. I will be the first to admit. I'll be the first to admit that I didn't do a whole lot of reading when it came to library.tv, okay? I'll be the first to admit that because it was something I was just experimenting with. Now that I'm learning more about it, I will go through the frequently asked questions and I will probably read more and see, see what I can do with it. Oh, I'll take him on. I'll take Dispatch on. I can't read. I can't read. Uh-oh, Mom Patch is calling out Xander. Uh-oh. The experimental abyss, that's right. I like fiddling with technology. I like checking out new platforms. I do play around with websites and such. Like if there's a new video, like if Gab comes out with a video platform, I'll check it out. I mean, that's why, for example, I'm on so many different platforms. Again, shameless self-promotion, like Twitter, Gab, Parler, Minds, YouTube, Periscope, DLive, and Bitwave. I came to your website, Dispatch. I came to your website because it piqued my curiosity and I was experimenting. So it's the same principle of the matter. I am here because of that reason. Oh, don't do that to me, Mom Patch. Come on. Float? What's Float? I don't know. Is that another platform? It's a 2, Mom Patch, really? You're gonna do that to me? Oh boy. I walked into that one though, didn't I? I think I walked right into that one. See, that's the problem with me. People will learn. The more you listen to me, I'll take this. No, Zero. No, bad Zero. Bad Zero. Should I just stop the stream? I think I'm putting myself in a bad situation here. I can't read. Oh god. I did say, hold on. I did say that I was going to post those quotes as part of my what's it called? My image slideshow. So I'm going to save a couple of these quotes from Zero. There we go. The anime bumps are pretty cool. That's not a bad idea, Illustrator. In fact, I always like sticking around after my stream and taking a look at some of the bumps that come up. Because they're fun. Oh, God. You guys are terrible, by the way. Just so you know. But that's why I loves you. But anyways, going back to the news, which is, the whole point of this stream. In theory, at least. There was this executive order. I had seen this. Where was that? There was an executive order that Trump did against TikTok and WeChat. Let me see if I can find that because it disappeared on me here. I had it up. Let's see. Shoot, where'd that go? That should be like top news. I thought I saw that. Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty damn sure I saw that come up in Twitter, and now... Here we go. USA Today. TikTok threatens legal action after President Trump issues executive order to block app. So President Donald Trump issued executive orders to ban TikTok and WeChat in 45 days, citing national security fears. TikTok swiftly responded by threatening to take legal action. The orders issued on Thursday against each app use similar language, saying that the U.S. would ban the social networking apps from, operating if they are not sold by their parent companies, which both have roots in China. The music app TikTok is owned by ByteDance. The communication app WeChat is owned by Tencent. The order regarding TikTok claims that the app automatically captures vast swaths of information from its users, which threatens to allow the Chinese Communist Party access to Americans' personal and proprietary information. It goes on to say that TikTok may have a potential to track federal employees and conduct corporate espionage. So basically the same reasonings that the Indian government banned them. And I am okay with that. Oh no, Pig got out again? Oh no, Mom Patch. Oh yeah, the data, this tastes awful bump is hilarious. Like, I hate this. More? Yes, please. You gotta get a better fence for the pig, Mom Patch. By the way, what's his name? Is it like Ham 2.0? Like, what's the name of this pig? Yeah, the pig is always trying to escape. Hey, welcome to the stream, CC66. Coffee. Yeah, the games and the apps from Tencent. I mean, Tencent in general. I know India. They pretty much said anything that's made by Tencent out. It's not allowed on phones if you work for the government, and I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. And again, like I said, as someone who codes and does stuff like that, I'm not a big fan of government bans on apps and platforms and things like that. Xander had a very successful TikTok account. Oh no. Oh well. Itty bitty site. Interesting. I will keep that in mind. Thank you. I will actually bookmark this so I have that. That's good to know. I wouldn't download it. Tencent does stuff for Samurai Showdown? Really? You for real have a TikTok account? Dispatch? And Zero? You guys seriously do? Huh. I've never touched I have never, because it's not a good platform to have any sort of account on. He's a Zoomer, of course he does. Well, I know y'all can't be boomers like myself. I know that, but but it's TikTok. I mean, there's probably other platforms out there that I would think would be better, but I don't know. Like not in I don't know, whatever. As long as he's not doing nudie shows. Based trumpet directly fighting microtransactions. Xander was trying to transition to a TikTok thought. Really? I mean, there's that image of him in the dress. I mean, I guess that's a good start. You have other platforms too. Uh-oh. Yep. I don't think Bitwave's gonna be on Trump's radar to ban. Hopefully not. Unless Xander comes out saying he's just been spying on everybody. And that he works for the Chinese Communist Party. I mean, I for one would be shocked if Dispatch comes out with that. Just saying. Oh boy. Oh, pardon me. Goodness. I did not mean to sneeze on stream. Woo. She's pushy. Yeah. Hey, Mom Patch. What's the pig's name? Do you have a name for her yet, or him? Xander likes to be probed. Uh oh. Oh no. Of course you do, Dispatch. Of course you do. Hog Patch. Yeah, or Ham Patch. I don't know. The previous Potbelly pig was named oh, her name is Charlotte. Okay. Cool. Yak Poopy Pants, hello, welcome to the stream, sir. Yes, Mom Patch is indeed Dispatch's mother. He also has a dad who we lovingly call Dad Patch. It's a whole theme. You have a spider named Wilbur. Someone's read Charlotte's Web. The Patchverse, yes. Goodness, this stream really got derailed, didn't it? Oh, there was one more news item that I wanted to talk about before anything else. So, Letitia James, the New York AG, files a lawsuit against the NRA and seeks its dissolvement. A more blatant attack on Second Amendment rights I have not seen. Well, actually, I have from Beto O'Rourke, but from Francis Robert O'Rourke. But this is just blatant. She's saying that there were improprieties, financial improprieties, which would call for the dissolving of the organization. First of all, if there are financial improprieties, the people that are responsible for the financial improprieties are the ones that should be sued and punished, not the entire organization. So it's a flimsy premise for a lawsuit. The NRA has responded saying that this is ridiculous, it's just stupid. I mean, this AG is either vying for some political position, or she's just trying to engineer violation of Second Amendment rights. That's really what I think is happening here. This person is a moron because of like all the organizations that have done shady things. Excuse me, I had to sip my coffee. Of all the organizations that do very shady things, like the Clinton Foundation in New York, she didn't investigate them, and they pretty much wiped out all the finances from Haiti. Or so it's claimed, alleged. So, I mean, this AG pretty much has made it a point that she just wants to go after Trump. She wants to go after conservatives. She wants to go after the Second Amendment. And anybody that's in a position of AG and does stuff like that, they should be, first of all, disbarred. And she should be removed from office. Because she is not using her powers in a responsible way. She is abusing her position. She's abusing her power. She's filing. This is a frivolous lawsuit, which not only that, it's a waste of taxpayer money. That's really the thing that gets me more than anything. I mean, especially in places like New York where the taxes are already through the ass. Then you have people like her that want to just waste even more. Because why not? It's not your money. It's not her money. She's not financing this crap out of pocket. So, I just find it absolutely ridiculous that this lawsuit was filed. Letitia James is a political partisan hack. Not all do. I mean, if you talk to people in New York, a lot of people complain about taxes in New York and the cost of living and the cost of rent. New York is stupid expensive. Like I said, I've been there for work. I've seen New York. I've experienced New York, and I can tell you that a lot of people, for example, think De Blasio is a dick. Nobody likes De Blasio. Hardly anybody likes De Blasio. How he got reelected is anyone's guess. Everybody complains about taxes all the time. Cost of living. Yeah, but the problem is this. This is something that I also discovered, Illustrator, that if you even if you live outside of New York City, if you work in New York City and you live outside of it because you're trying to avoid the rent, taxes are still up the ass out there. On top of that, you have to pay a New York City tax even if you do not live there because you work there. Or vice versa, if you live there and you work in Long Island, or you work up in Westchester County or Rochester or something like that. If you live in New York, you got to pay New York stuff because you live there, obviously. I mean, that would at least make sense because you're living in that city. You got to pay stuff in regards to that city, and then if you work outside of it, you work outside of the city. But like I said, that makes at least more sense. But I've seen the opposite where, if you work in the city and you live out of the city, you're the commuter tax, yeah. You live in New York, Illustrator? Really? There's a whole family dispute happening. Well, not family dispute, but dispatch is causing. Zero is causing dispatch's head to explode. It seems. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, troll. Awesome. Thank you. I'll take the last three because they refer to me directly. Trump should ban what? Fear and loading. Nice. Really, Suffolk County. Cool. That's cool. I'm familiar with that. I was like I said, I travel a lot. I've done work all over the place. So I visited Long Island. I visited Nassau County, Suffolk County, New York City itself, Manhattan, Queens, all sorts of stuff. So I'm pretty familiar with New York. Yeah, but thanks again, troll, for the snippets of the quotes. That happens to me too. Actually, sometimes I type stuff and I think I hit enter and I end up not, and I was like, oh, I should have hit enter. Oh, geez, mom patch. Dispatch needs a good probing. Oh man, this is why I love Bitwave. It's just pure entertainment. All right, well, look what you started, Zero. Yeah, Zero is always stirring trouble. Yeah, this badge needs a good probe in Mom Patch 2020. Oh my goodness. Speaking of alternate platforms, yeah. You have an account on that one too, Dispatch? That needs to be added to the PLP archive. I think so. We need our playlist bot. Yep. Someone add that. That needs to be added. So let me just take a good look here if there's any other news items I want to talk about. Those are the major stuff really that I wanted to address today. Let me take a look-see here. Nothing really breaking right now. So, people are just talking about the black vote now on Twitter, for example. You know, with the percentage of approval from the black community, um, Biden's in trouble. Biden is pretty much in trouble, in my opinion. There is one more news item from Trump here. Trump reimposes tariffs on raw Canadian aluminum. He slaps a 10% tariff on Canadian aluminum. This Canada broke commitment not to flood the country with exports and kill all our aluminum jobs. Announcement made on a speech in Ohio. It's not clear when the tariffs kick in, but he's going to put tariffs back on Canada because Trudeau is an idiot. And he thinks he's some sort of tough guy when he's not, and he's just causing more trouble than anything more. So there you have it, kids. There you have it. You have Trump putting tariffs back on, taking care of China with the ban on TikTok. I mean, one thing, like, whether you like Trump or not, or agree with him or not, at least one thing you can say about him, and this is one thing that, you know, I think it's worth mentioning, is that for the longest time, countries have run rampant about what they're doing in terms of, like, taking jobs away from Americans or spying on us or doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And there really hasn't been much of a consequence to that. There hasn't really been someone who stands up to these countries, even allies, and tell them, hey, we're allies, but you can't take advantage of us. Or we're competitors on the world market, but you can't take advantage of us. I think that anybody, whether you like Trump or not, can at least admit that that's not necessarily a bad thing to say. You know what? America should be treated fairly on the world stage in terms of trade, in terms of monies, in terms of jobs, in terms of manufacturing and companies being either pulled away from the United States to go to other countries. I think that a fair and even playing ground is not a bad thing. So I kind of appreciate the fact that Trump is trying to put consequences to what these people and countries are doing. So I gotta say, I at least appreciate that. Does he always do it in the perfect way? I don't know. You have to see what the long term results are. Really, that's really what needs to be seen. So far, when he has put tariffs, everybody loses their mind. Their hair bursts into flames, and they all run around screaming and panicking. But for the most part, anytime he's put tariffs on other countries, they've actually pushed those countries to work with the United States and work on deals. Like there's the different phased Chinese trade deal with China, and then you also have the American the Canada the AMCA. I think that was what was it called? Trade agreement between Canada, United States, and Mexico, things of that nature. So I gotta say that there is positive outcome so far from what Trump has been doing with dealing with trade. And I think that has to do with his business background. I think that has to do with the fact that he is a negotiator in a way. So I think that's a relatively positive thing. I hope long term that these things do produce, and they already started in some cases. We've been getting millions of money that's coming back from like farmers subsidies, and that, like, I think China had to buy a whole bunch of soybeans from us and things of that nature. So there are positives that have come out of it. So I think that's a good thing that he's putting tariffs on. Of course, you have to be smart when you do tariffs. You can't just slap on giant tariffs, because then you will start a whole like tariff war. It can definitely hurt the economy. So you do have to be smart about that. Excuse me, just drinking up my coffee here. But so I think that it's worth exploring Oh no, the dogs attacked the pig. Oh no. Hope Charlotte's okay. Take care, Mom Patch. I'm gonna end my stream anyways. It's already close to noon. I want to eat lunch. I have some other stuff that I gotta take care of. So, nice one. Nice combination of all the quotes. Um, but I'm gonna end the stream here. Before I stream, I'm gonna do a little bit more shameless self promotion. Hey, if you like hearing, me rant and rave and having fun with Bitwave and things of that nature, please consider supporting me. Streamlabs.com/The Eternal Abyss. Any level of generosity is appreciated. And if you want to support me even more so than finances, because honestly, the best gift you can give me is followers and viewers. The more subscriptions I get, the more followers I get, the more people that are watching, the better. So please follow, subscribe, share, hit notification bell on all different platforms: Twitter, Gab, Parler, Minds, YouTube, Periscope, DLive, Bitwave. Check out my archives on Library and BitChute, which I'm going to try and make an effort to update to make sure that they're all up to speed and all up to date. Please do so. Without viewers, without you guys, I can't. There's no point in me doing this. So I need you. I need your help. So any assistance that you can provide, that would be lovely. And as I mentioned again, I'm not going to be streaming next week. I'm going to be out of town. So we'll see you a week from Monday. We're gonna resume streaming on the 17th. Have a good weekend and have a good week and following weekend. I will see you, and as always, kids, as always, I'm gonna have to sign off as I usually do. Don't be complacent. Have a good night, kids. Good day.